Hi, everybody. Well, we're back. I know it's quick for you, but it wasn't for us. My mouth was so dry, I probably could have drank all of Lake Michigan. Ha ha. Anyhow, I am brought to you today by Rediscovered Handbags. Let's see if I can share this. Oh, there. Here we are. Rediscover Handbags, etc. A friend of mine owns this company, and he makes the most, how can I put it, different things that are usually for um, musical or theater or something like that. He makes purses and totes and clocks, and they're made one of a kind. And his name is Ray Rogeri. Some of you might know him. And he's going to be on the show one of these days very soon. But take a look at this website because you might find something you know or you would like. He makes the tote bags out of album covers and puts playbills into the small purses. And some of the albums that he has are you can't get them anymore because he goes album hunting. So take a look, and he can do something for you if you call him up and you want a particular thing. He can do it and ship it to you. You don't have to go to a show or anything. And he will be on, and he'll show us some of the stuff and how he makes it and stuff like that. If you go through the website, you can see the playbills and listen to him talk. He's a great guy, and there's his phone number right there, or email us using the phone. So the website is what is it? Rediscoveredhandbags.com. And thank you for being a sponsor, Raymond. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we're back. How's that for a sponsorship? Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's go where we stopped, which was George Hughes. And how long were you married to him?
I think 13 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
It is. It is.
It is. And I understand exactly what you're saying. I do, and I won't go into it because this is about you, not about me. Although I understand because I lived with a drummer for 25 years. So
Oh, well.
I'm not, so, huh. He knew George too. Okay, so then you didn't work. You just, did you work at all when
No, then I homeschooled my daughter.
oh, that's cool. Well, I guess. I mean, you're smart enough to do that, and you got a good attitude to do that. It's not like the Nazis that stay home and say hate this and do that. So, I mean, really. So, and is she married now? I mean, is she
Oh,
living in
gosh,
Chicago?
no. Not, she's not even
She takes
thinking
off her
about it.
mother. She takes after her
And
mother.
you're frozen.
Really? Am I still
Now you're,
frozen?
no, no, not, now you're not.
Okay. Maybe I'm moving too fast.
It says my connection is unstable. I could go and plug it in.
That's all right. Let's see what happens here. If you have not froze,
Okay.
I mean, you're the one that I care about. Me, no big deal. Okay, so you homeschooled your kid, and she's still
Yeah.
in Chicago.
Yeah, she's in Chicago.
That's cool. And
Yeah.
does she work or is she married or?
Yeah, she right now she's a dental assistant and she's looking to going into tech somehow. I don't know, but that's
That's
that's what she did.
that's where it's at today. Tech.
Yeah, who wants to go where it's at? That's my point.
Well, the good thing about this pandemic is, as far as
Yeah.
I'm concerned, see, my last husband was a computer guy,
Mhm.
and he was good at it. What he did, it was a particular database, and in those days, you couldn't work from home. They wouldn't let you. They
Mhm.
coulda. You can
Yeah.
get into
Yeah.
the server. They
Yeah.
wanted to make sure that you were there and you worked your eight
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, he probably would have worked better at home than there. But that's the way it was. He did it once when he got cellulitis and almost died. We were in a hotel at that point, and he worked there after he felt better. But now, these kids and or men or women, whatever, can work from home. It's better for the company. They don't have to pay out so much money, especially if it's in another state. It's better for you because you don't have the train or the plane, or even though you get your expenses back, that's expense for them. So you're at home and you don't have any real expenses like you did, and you can be at home with your kid if you have one, or work sometimes, probably whenever. I'm not sure how they do it, but some people can work at night, whatever. And I think it's great for the tech people that have to go in to do these databases and stuff that can work from home. You don't have to drive your car or take a train, in Chicago or whatever. And I think it's great, but that's just me. And unfortunately, he passed away and missed out on that. Well, he didn't miss out on the pandemic, but you know what I'm saying. Because he could have been doing that. He got tired of traveling.
I think that it's important that people get out of the house. That's what the pandemic is teaching me, because I'm a person who wouldn't. I've been called antisocial all my life, and so but now having the forced isolation is a big challenge. And if I had a job that I could work at home, and I chose to do that, I would want a community that I could just walk out the door and be part of a community. But that we're becoming alienated from everybody, now, and building a community, or having. So that's what the Zoom did, that Lynn had. It built a community, and Bob, we got to know people we never would have known.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I know that brought my passion back up again. See,
Mm-hmm.
because I haven't worked in 13 years, and they're all working here and there, and I see this, and I'm going, I know I could work there, and I could do Skokie Theater. I know that, and I could do this, and I could do that. But that actually brought my passion for music,
Mm-hmm.
me doing it. That's my thing. I love it, whether I'm good, bad, or indifferent. Well, I know I'm not that great. I'm not a great singer. I'm a good entertainer, and I enjoy it. And I enjoy talking to the people, and I enjoy bringing people up to sing if they can sing. Bad singers, I don't know. But anyway, that was the one thing with the piano bar things, because I never did piano bar. I didn't particularly like it. I worked with a piano once, and otherwise I need a trio because I sound better. I'm not that good of a singer. But I know you told me you like to sing with just a piano.
I mean, I'd like a trio too. The more atmosphere you can create with more instruments, the more I'd like it. But the Zoom, the Zoom allowed me to use tracks. And because I could use tracks, I didn't have to interface with the personality that was going to tell me I couldn't do what I wanted to do the way I wanted to do. And that is something, because anybody who knows me will tell you I have been wanting to do this all my life, but I always said I couldn't find a pianist to work with, you know, and I haven't so far. I might have one now. She may be willing to work with me more often, but no, I couldn't find anybody who would play for me that number one thought that what I wanted to do was reasonable, and that they weren't so high and mighty that they could come down and help me out. You know what I'm saying? The ego was getting.
I'm going to give you a little hint. You tell them what you want. I know what I want, whether I'm good, bad, or indifferent.
Mm-hmm.
And I have good time, and you probably do too. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I have good time. Which the guys actually like a singer, especially a girl, that knows what she wants. They respect that. I mean, I've worked with a bunch of guys, and I usually would pick out the ones I like to work some of these places, like the Big House and this and that. But they actually like it when you know what you're doing. And you got to get over that. because you're the singer, and if you book the gig, it's one thing if they ask you on the gig, but if you get the gig, you say, I want to sing this in this key, I'm going to count it off, and I want it like a blues, or I want it like a swing, whatever. And you tell them. And they really appreciate that you know where you're going, that you know what you're doing. Honestly, I learned that a long time ago because I was there working with even a trio, and they'd run over me, because it's our gig and we know what we're. No, I want to do what I want to do, especially if I book the gig. So that's just a little hint for you. Don't feel that way. Don't let them run over you.
No, I couldn't find anybody to even start the work. That's what I'm saying. And so that's why tracks are so good for me, because I can find a track, and if I like the track, then I'll take it. But if I don't like it, then I don't have to.
That's true. But if you were to work with a piano player, how would you tell him to do that particular song? You'd have to tell him how you want it, like that track, in your words.
I understand. You see, my family told me this too,
Yeah.
My parents and my aunt and them, they told me those things too. But communicating what I want is always a challenge, because what I say, what comes out of your mouth doesn't hit the brain of the receiver exactly the way you want to all the time. That's all. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. And I was trying to find a pianist who could play jazz, and I was working with we were auditioning each other, and I sang a song, and then I said, well, if we do it, if we work together and we sing this song, I don't want you playing that way, because the way you're playing it makes the song sound like a circus. To me, I didn't say that part,
No,
but it made it sound like a circus, and to me this song is not about that. I've told Bob, don't make it sound like that there. This is serious. Make it sound funnier later on. So I don't have a problem with that, but getting cooperation from people who think they know what's going on. There's this road, and you have to do it their way. People who aren't that well into music. I mean, people, the jam session, and I go up, and somebody who really is into music, into what they're doing, they don't mind me. It's the people who are unsure and shaky that mind me and feel like I embarrassed them. Well, I might have embarrassed them, but only if they take the embarrassment. You don't have to take the embarrassment. So I was singing Over the Rainbow, okay? And so I came up, and I get so nervous, and I told him what I wanted. I told him what my key was. I told him I'd do the verse, and if you don't know the verse, I'll sing it. You come in at the, and I sang the verse, and I'm waiting.
I know what you mean.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Give me a fucking keynote. Right?
I don't need them to give me the key. I need them to start playing. And then they play, and I sing behind the time, and they want to wait for me, and I'm waiting on them.
Right.
They're not listening. You know what I'm saying? We're not working together. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I guess I've been lucky in my later years because I work with guys that I tell them what to do, and they do it. But we have fun. I mean, they know I'm not trying to put them down. And again, most of the time, it's my gig. Let's see.
Well, that's the thing.
And I hire them.
Yeah.
And I mean, I used to work Gentry a lot out on Halsted Street. And I started working with Bruce Oscar. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
He's on the radio. He's been a friend of mine for years.
Yeah.
He used to be with the show group, And we had a great time. He sang other things. See, I like people that sing other things than what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd do that and joke and blah, blah, blah. So then I started using Tommy Milner. He plays so good. Whatever I tell him, he does. He doesn't say anything. We have fun, and at Gentry, we do like 40-minute sets, and then there's like maybe 20 minutes to go. And I would turn around to the band and say, "You want to play it out?" And they go, "Yeah." They always did that, and we just play it out because if you take a break, you lose them. At the very end of the night, and just nice guys. I won't work. I always pick nice guys that could play. I mean, Nick Schneider, and I played with really good bass players because I can sing with just the bass. I listen to the bass, and I miss that on the piano things, if nothing else. I do.
Yeah.
Besides the rhythm, they play rhythm, But when you get a gig, it's your gig, baby. That's it.
Oh,
Fuck 'em.
I know that. That part I know. So I'm working on one now, and it's fun. It's fun. So,
You gonna sing for us tonight? Yes.
oh, of course, I've picked out two songs, but if there's not time, I'll just do one.
We have plenty of time, babe. It's just me and you. You and me, we have time.
Well, you can put it in at any time in the show that you want, right?
Now I'm just gonna do it like we're doing it right now.
Oh,
That's
I
it.
mean, so you want me to do one now?
Yeah.
Because I'm always ready
Look.
to sing.
I want everybody to hear you. I, I, I just do. I gotta tell you, kids, she's a good singer, and she feels the song, and she gets in a really good place with these songs. Just right in the pocket. No matter if it's a slow something or a fast something, she's right in that pocket. And all you young musicians and no, not musicians, singers, if you're watching this, watch her if you like jazz. Go.
So do I do one song and stop, or do I do both songs
Do
now?
one song, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then we
Okay.
can do the second one.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Again, this couldn't happen again. This is a once in a lifetime. This is a thrill divine. What's more, this never happened before. Though I had prayed for a lifetime that such as you would suddenly be mine. Mine to hold as I'm holding you now, and yet never so near. Mine to have when the here and the now disappear. What matters, dear? For when this never happens again, we'll have this moment forever, but never ever again. when the here and the now disappear, what matters, dear? For when this never happens again, we'll have this moment forever, but never ever again. Never again. I love that song.
That's a beautiful song.
Isn't it? It isn't. It really is.
What's
Thank
the name
you.
of What's the name of it?
Again.
Oh, okay. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah, it is.
So if any young person listening up there, listen to the way she phrased that. That's called phrasing, kids. That's what it's called. Good phrasing, not bad phrasing even. That's beautiful. I'm glad you did that. That's really
Yeah.
nice.
Thank
So,
you.
you're welcome. So you're looking for work. I'm talking to somebody for you. I'll tell you that after we're done. And I know once you get on the circuit, there's a see. I've been gone for a long time, but there's a little circuit that's going on around there, and you'll get on it. Just find yourself a player, and if you can get a trio, get a fucking trio. I'm serious, or get a bass player if you can. It depends. I don't know what they're paying these days. I have no idea. I'm kind of looking around here. It's kind of there's so many old people's homes, like the one I live in. Myself and Ronnie, we're both the same age, but all the clubs here are blues, which I like, and I can sing it, except I don't know all the words. I have trouble remembering what I used to sing.
Right.
Yeah. Like Handyman has 48 verses, It's like, man. It's like, all right. Because that was a good song. It was very risque in its time,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that song. What's Hunter? Alberta Hunter?
Alberta Hunter, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. Such a handy man.
Oh, she was great.
She was. Oh my
Oh, was she
goodness.
great. I'd love to do some of the music. She did a special on PBS at the Carlisle or somewhere in New York. And she stands up there like this, and she goes, I'll be down to get you in a taxi, like that. Better be ready about a half
Half
past
past
eight.
eight.
It's
Oh,
such a
really?
great pocket,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I loved her. I looked up a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube that I haven't seen, and she does kind of the same songs, but she's good at it. And she was
Yeah,
older, and if you listen to her, you can get a whole nother idea of how to sing certain songs.
yeah,
Because those
yeah.
songs were very risque at that time. You're my handyman, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, I liked her a lot. Were you doing a show? Are you gonna do a show?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Madeline Sings Sassy show.
That should be very good for you. No, I'm serious. That should be very good for you.
Yeah,
Um,
I go ahead.
I saw her at Mill Run,
Mm.
and she didn't feel good. She was sick, and she had on a horrible thing.
Caftan.
Yeah, yeah, like flowers and stuff. And she didn't have on a wig, which I didn't care, because she sat and played that piano.
Mm.
People forget she played
She
piano.
played piano.
Yeah, she did.
That's what everybody always told me. If you want to be a good singer, you got to play the piano. I'm like, okay, no.
No, you don't have to. No, but she did, and her show was great. I mean,
Yeah.
and of course, I don't know if you ever went there, the the uh, the stage revolved
Revolves,
very
yeah.
slowly, and it was fun. We used to go there all the time. It was a fun place. It wasn't too expensive, and I saw Tom Jones there about 600 times. But you know, but and then I saw Carmen
Oh, I
at
love
at
Carmen.
George's. Did you ever go to George's?
I don't know. I
It
don't
was
think
on.
so. I went to Yvette's. Yvette's is where I would go.
Oh, we go to
Only a
Vets all
couple
the
of
time.
times.
We go to
Yeah.
Vets all the time. George's was on Illinois West,
Uh-huh.
and it was a supper club, very small, with a great big bar. And he had her. He had who else was there? Names. Whatever. I can't think of anybody else. So the tables were right next to the piano, and we were sitting right next to her.
Ah,
And she did her show. She was wonderful.
yeah.
The big three: Ella, her, and Carmen, and what's her name? That was the big three at that time. And you could
Sarah.
Sarah.
George played with Sarah.
I bet he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Chicago.
Well, in um Copenhagen.
Oh, I see.
There's Sassy Swings, the Tivoli, that's album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's George
Uh,
with Kurt Stewart's trio. That was the Kurt Stewart's trio. Yeah,
did you go with him?
I didn't know him then.
Oh, too bad.
He had another wife then.
I see.
I was a baby.
I see. Yeah. Suck this.
Oh no, no, back off.
Really. Well, as again, I'm so glad to have met you on the Zoomies. And I always say this is my favorite singer. You know that, and you know I mean it. I do,
Thank you,
because
thank you.
I think some of the people don't get what you're doing. They don't understand the phrasing. I do. I know what you're
Oh,
doing.
yeah.
I do. I understand exactly what you're doing, and it's very delightful. I mean, I don't. I do show shit and saloon, and I try and reach a note and don't make it and stuff like that.
Me
But
too.
I always wished I could just sit there and sing like you do, as good as you do. And
Well,
you
thank
know,
you. I don't know what to say. You're delightful in your way, your style. That's your style. This is my style. You know.
that's true, and that's another thing. You got to find your own thing as you go along,
Right.
and you don't know what that is when you're real young.
No, you don't. You just
You,
think you do.
I know, I know that. I got a gig at a place called the Red Piano on Montrose and Western or something, somewhere around there, when I was 20.
Mm.
I wasn't living at home. I moved. I left,
Mm-hmm.
and it was bass, piano, bass, and piano, bass, and something else. It wasn't drums. Maybe it was.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. And the guy that played piano was I can't think of his first name. Richco. He played like Carmen Cavallero. Kind of. He was fun to watch. So they did. It was a little tiny place, and there was a room in the back, and it was a show, and they hired this other singer. Now, mind you, I'm 20,
Mm-hmm.
and she was real nice to me. She was older, and I remember her going, "'Cause I've got personality," like that. I remember that was one of her songs. That was okay. So in the break, she'd go change outfits, like she's in Nevada or something,
Mm-hmm.
like in Las Vegas. And I'm looking at her like, really? And she had a long thing on, So I ran out and bought something because I didn't know, I was so green and so really terrible at that time. I've heard things that I was terrible, but I learned how to do that stuff. You learn as you get older, and then you find your niche. That's it. You find what you're supposed to do. Not everybody can do everything, I think.
No.
No. I want you to sing another song.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to cue this one up on the Zoom. Other people are singing and talking and stuff, so I can do that. It's not so hard. Oh my goodness, hold on.
It's all right.
We're almost there,
I'm not in a hurry.
and now we're there.
Okay.
This can't be love. I feel so well. No sobs, no sorrows, no sighs. This can't be love. I get no dizzy spell. My head is not in the sky. My heart does not stand still, just hear it beat, 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 beat. This is too sweet to be love. This can't be love, 'cause I feel so well. Yet I love to look in your eyes. This can't be love. I feel so well, yet I love to look in your eyes.
Should do, do, do. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Shoo-dee-da-da. Wee-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
My heart does not stand still, just hear it beat. This is too sweet to be love. This can't be love. I feel so well, yet I love to look in your eyes. I love to look in your eyes, yeah.
That is great. That's a great track.
It is.
It is. That's a great track. Best part, you got good lows too, Madeline. Well, a lot of them don't. You know, they're up here. They can get low. Creighton McGrath. I was working at Blondie's, and he was nuts. He was a good player, good piano player. He said, "Forget about your highs. Use your lows." So now I do, because I don't have any highs left. They're gone. Gone. Well, this has been a great interview because I admire you.
Thank
Not
you.
only your singing, but your way of life, so to speak, what you've done, and you don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. Oh, you do, but you live your life the way you want to live it.
I'm trying.
You're doing pretty good. You're doing very good, and she's looking for work, folks.
You're hilarious.
She's looking for work. All you people that have these little piano places, she's one you should put in. It's new, but all those little Zoomers will follow her. They will come and see her. So she's got an audience, trust me. And she's really good. And if you have a problem getting a hold of her, get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of her. And then you can talk, because she won't answer the phone. Found that out. I won't answer the phone. Just leave a message. And I get it. Well, I think the interview is going to come to an end. You have anything else you want to say?
Oh, what a pleasure it's been to spend some time with you and working through all the technical challenges we've had.
Yeah, really. Really. I'm not used to this. I keep saying to everybody, I'm new on this hosting thing, But that's all right. It worked. Okay, so this will be put up on Facebook and YouTube and my Facebook page. And I hope you watch it. Of course, if you're listening to me now, you've watched it. I keep forgetting we're not live. Oh, well. That's what happens when you get old, Good luck in your pursuit.
Thank you.
I will
Same
call
to
you about something.
Okay.
So this is my new friend, and hopefully a friend as long as I live, which who knows how long that is.
As long as we live.
Yeah, that's right.
Forever and ever. Yeah.
Time after time.
There we go. Again and again.
And I'm going to sign off. And don't forget Ray Ruggieri's rediscoveredhandbags.com. And we're going to have a show with him, and he's going to show you all the stuff on Zoom. And that'll
Good.
be fun. That'll be fun. He's a lot of fun. He sings and he plays. He's really a
Really?
talented guy. Yeah,
What does he play?
piano
Oh, is he good?
for
Any good?
himself. I'm not sure if he's good for he's good for himself. He reads.
Oh, okay.
He reads.
Oh,
know.
okay. Yeah.
And he's got a great voice, and he's done shows and drama, all that stuff. And he's funny. Ray's just a funny guy. He's a good guy, and I'm gonna have him on so you'll watch it.
Okay.
Okay. And I want to say thank you, everybody. And
Thank
I'm
you.
not I'm not sure who the next one will be, but I'll place it up there, and it'll be someone who knows. I think he knows who he is. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Madeline.
Goodbye. Take care.